Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources.
Washington Post World, August 16, 12:17 America, New York. Live updates. Chaotic scenes at Kabul airport amid scramble to flee Taliban control. The United States has secured the airport's perimeter, and the American military presence will soon swell to 6,000 troops, all of whom have the sole mission of ensuring U.S. Washington Post World, August 16, 12:14 America, New York. Quake injured wait for help as new disaster overwhelms Haiti. Many of the Haitians injured during a powerful earthquake over the weekend are lying in the open, under burning heat, waiting for help as hospitals overflow with patients. Washington Post World, August 16, 12:08 America, New York. India's harsh anti-terror law comes under rare scrutiny. India's harsh anti-terror law is coming under rare scrutiny. RT World News, August 16, 11:46 America, New York. Iran records highest COVID-19 fatalities for second day running amid unrelenting fifth wave of coronavirus infections. Iran has registered a new national high for daily COVID-19 fatalities, just a day after reporting a previous record number of people had succumbed to the virus as the country struggles to battle a fifth wave of infections. RT World News, August 16, 11:43 America, New York. From U.S. withdrawal to fall of Kabul. A timeline of the Taliban's rapid takeover of Afghanistan. Joe Biden vowed an orderly withdrawal of U.S. troops from Afghanistan and expressed faith in government forces. Barely 2 months on, the Taliban have overrun the country and ousted its president.
ABC News International, August 16, 11:42 America, New York. Europe urges unity on Taliban but is quiet on failed mission. European countries have looked on with dismay as 2 decades of AU.
World CBS News, com. August 16, 11:33 America, New York. Watch live. Biden to speak on Afghanistan for first time since Taliban takeover. President Biden is returning from Camp David to address the nation and the world.
New York Times World News, August 16, 11:33 America, New York. Before the fall of Kabul, Biden defends his decision to leave Afghanistan. Mr. Biden's statement came hours after the Taliban seized Mazar-i-Sharif but before it captured the eastern city of Jalalabad and entered Kabul on Sunday. American and Afghan soldiers attended a handover ceremony at a military camp in Helmand Province, Afghanistan, in May.
Fox World News, August 16, 11:33 America, New York. U.S. Embassy flag flown out of Afghanistan amid chaotic evacuation from Kabul airport. Fox News has obtained an image of the U.S. Embassy flag being flown out of Kabul, Afghanistan. ABC News International, August 16, 11:32 America, New York. Uzbekistan says it downed Afghan military plane crossing in. An Afghan military plane crashed in Uzbekistan on Sunday and Uzbek authorities said Monday that it was downed by the country's air defense system over an attempt to illegally enter Uzbekistan's airspace.
RT World News, August 16, 11:27 America, New York. U.S. regulator opens investigation into Tesla's autopilot system after crashes into emergency vehicles. The U.S. auto safety regulator has launched a major inquiry involving some 765,000 Tesla cars over the autopilot driver assistance system after a series of crashes into emergency vehicles. New York Times World News, August 16, 11:26 America, New York. Deaths in custody of 2 brothers fuel anger over COVID enforcement in Kenya. Benson and Emmanuel Ndwiga died of head and rib injuries after being detained on suspicion of breaching a curfew. The case has thrown a fresh spotlight on police brutality in the country. As a new wave of the coronavirus surges in Kenya, the authorities have indefinitely extended a nightly curfew.
World CBS News, com. August 16, 11:21 America, New York. Naomi Osaka to donate tournament prize money to Haiti relief. Really hurts to see all the devastation that's going on in Haiti, and I feel like we really can't catch a break, said Osaka, whose father is from Haiti.
Wall Street Journal World News, August 16, 11:19 America, New York. Turkey offers additional Pfizer-BioNTech shots amid concern over Chinese vaccine. Ankara said it would allow people who got Chinese-made COVID-19 shots to be fully revaccinated with Pfizer and BioNTech doses to help ease travel to countries that haven't approved the Sinovac vaccine.
World CBS News, com. August 16, 11:15 America, New York. Cat helps save 83-year-old who fell into ravine. The woman fell 70 feet, and her persistent cat stayed above the ravine until help arrived.
Washington Post World, August 16, 11:14 America, New York. Poland keeping ambassador at home amid dispute with Israel. Poland's government says its ambassador to Israel will remain in Poland until further notice.
ABC News International, August 16, 11:14 America, New York. Poland keeping ambassador at home amid dispute with Israel. Poland's government says its ambassador to Israel will remain in Poland until further notice. ABC News International, August 16, 11:13 America, New York. Afghan woman in limbo at Kabul airport after Taliban sweep. A young Afghan woman stands between two worlds at Kabul's airport, engulfed in panic as thousands of Afghans scramble desperate to get out following the Taliban takeover of the country.
New York Times World News, August 16, 11:08 America, New York. Guarding the last likeness of a loathed dictator? It's a thankless job. The image of Enver Hoxha, a feared tyrant, was once everywhere in Albania. His last intact statue is watched over by a partly blind, 80-year-old defender. Nobody wants him anymore. A bronze statue of Enver Hoxha, Europe's most enduring and feared communist tyrant, at a stable in the remote mountain village of Labano Mal, in central Albania. New York Times World News, August 16, 11 o'clock America, New York. Babies and toddlers spread coronavirus in homes more easily than teens, study finds. Although young children bring the coronavirus home less often than teens do, their close contact with caregivers may make them likelier to transmit it. A toddler in Massachusetts received a routine checkup in an ambulance in April 2020.
BBC News World, August 16, 10:58 America, New York. Tesla Autopilot. U.S. opens official investigation into self-driving tech. The investigation covers all Tesla cars since 2014, focusing on crashes with emergency vehicles.